Hello everyone, I'm Yoko Mori. Today I'd like to talk about Steve Jobs' speech, the speech you are practicing. When I listened to this speech for the first time, yeah, it is a great speech, but I thought I had listened to this speech before, not in 2005, long before that, and I was wondering where I listened to this speech. And I finally remembered. I did not listen to this speech. Actually, I read a speech with the same message as Steve Jobs. That speech was made by famous Japanese writer, Soseki Natsume. It is coincident, but Soseki Natsume and Steve Jobs had something in common. Both of them were abandoned by their biological parents, and both of them dumped their bright careers before they really succeeded in their life. Steve Jobs dropped out from college, and he once was fired from Apple. And Soseki Natsume dumped his bright career of studying in London in Meiji period, and he resigned the professor of Tokyo University. And both of them gave an excellent speech to college students. Steve Jobs at Stanford and Soseki Natsume at Gakushui. Steve Jobs said, "The most important thing is to have courage to follow your heart and intuition. Everything else is secondary. Stay hungry, stay foolish." And Soseki Natsume said this, I quote, "あなた方はこれからみんな学校を去って世の中へお出かけになります。その時、自分で自分が道をつけつつ進み得たという自覚があれば、他の人から見てその道がいかにくだらないにせよ、あなたには何の損害もないのです。自分の生涯の仕事として、ここに自分の進むべき道があった。ようやく掘り当てた。こういう感動詞を心の底から叫び出されるとき、あなた方は初めて心を休んずることができるのでしょう。どんな犠牲を払っても、ここだという掘り当てるところまで行ったらよかろうと思うのです。必ずしも国家のためばかりでなく、あなた方ご家族のために申し上げる次第でもありません。あなた方自身の幸福のため、それが絶対に必要じゃないかと思うから申し上げるのです。When I read this, I was very proud I'm Japanese, because 100 years ago, a Japanese person gave encouraging speech to school students with the same message of Steve Jobs. And I also realized the true message is universal, whether it was given in Far East Asia or in American continent in 2005 or 100 years ago. So if you want to read this message in Japanese, you don't have to read translation of Steve Jobs' speech. Read this Soseki Natsume's paperbacks. And if you want to get the message in English, let's practice Steve Jobs' speech. Thank you very much.
Any comment? Yes.
What title?
A title.
Okay, my individualism. 私の個人主義 in Soseki Natsume.
Thank you.
One great example of a speech, right? Yes. So she started with common interest. We studied Steve Jobs, and then she talked about commonness between, of course, Soseki and Steve. And then she gave lots of examples of common features, and then lastly, reciting the part of the speech that Soseki Natsume gave. That was really touching our heart. Thank you for giving us a great speech. Great example. Wonderful Christmas present from Yoko-san. Okay, all right.